Hey, what's up? I'm back, and in this episode, we are sitting down with Glenn Robinson to talk all things crypto, NFTs, social media, and the Metaverse. All right, so a little disclaimer, we are not pros in this space, and we are not offering any financial advice. We are just having a conversation today, right?
Just having fun. It's entertainment.
Yep. So Glenn actually has some questions that he was asked on his Instagram account. So we're actually going to go through those first and answer everyone that posted a response.
A response that warrants a question that warrants a response.
Yeah, not everyone.
Yeah.
Because there was a few that, yeah.
Like, not the difference between a kernel and a kernel. So that's a matter of spelling. Yeah. Shout out to Kevin. What's up, Kevin? Which one are you going to read? What are you trying to do?
Are NFTs basically modern versions of old original oil paintings?
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
So wait, what's the question?
Right? Are NFTs basically modern versions of old original oil paintings?
So NFTs are not necessarily modern versions of old original oil paintings. They are, but they're not. So obviously NFTs, or non-fungible token, means a digital asset, whether it's a file, an image, a song, something that's digital, that exists digitally, which is placed onto a crypto blockchain. Mm-hmm. And so fungible means replicable. So if it's non-fungible, it just simply is not replicable. You may have many things of the same item or object, but this particular one is a one of one. It's non-fungible. You cannot replace it. Now, an oil painting, obviously in traditional media, is a physical object. NFTs are a digital object. An oil painting is a one of one, because no matter what you do as an artist to try to recreate an oil painting or an acrylic or spray painting, mm-hmm. You're not going to get all of the spray exactly the same as the other one. You're not going to get the stroke of the paintbrush exactly the same as this acrylic painting or that oil painting to another acrylic or oil painting. Yep. So it is intrinsically going to be a one of one. It's intrinsically going to be non-fungible. You just can't replicate it.
A Mona Lisa for...
A Mona Lisa. So now, Mona Lisa, you actually can make prints of it, mm-hmm. and you can actually make prints of it and transfer that or translate that into a digital copy as well. And you can even make an edition, like one of 500 of the officially sanctioned and approved, verified Mona Lisa digital version copy. Yep. Do you want to own one of these 500? Now, the thing is that you can actually create an NFT on that, and you simply say that this one of 500 is non-fungible because the one cannot be replaced. The 2 of 500 cannot be replaced. The 3 of 500 cannot be replaced. Yep. And you have 500 editions, which actually isn't a bad idea for someone to do eventually. Yep. And then you would be essentially the verified owner of that particular non-fungible token, that particular digital asset, and all of that information will be recorded and kept in the blockchain. Yep. And so that information being kept in the blockchain, it will prove verifiable ownership to that particular collector. And
so explain how that kind of works when somebody mints an object on the blockchain. How does that work to where it stamps on the blockchain and secures that data? Yeah. So basically the process, the A to Z process, is an artist creates work, or a person creates work. They don't have to be an artist. It's just someone creates a digital work. They place that digital work into a marketplace so that a collector can come by and potentially own that non-fungible token. Yeah. Now, when the person puts it on the marketplace, there's all sorts of different marketplaces. You have OpenSea, you have Foundation, you have Nifty Gateway, you have Bitski. There's a lot of different places where digital assets can be placed into the NFT marketplace.
So when they put it in the marketplace, some marketplaces will say, hey, you as the creator, you're responsible for minting this NFT. And minting simply means taking a digital asset and placing it onto the blockchain. The blockchain can be an Ethereum blockchain. It could be a Solana blockchain. It could be a Tezos blockchain. There's many different types of cryptocurrencies. And each one of those different types of cryptocurrencies may have its own unique blockchain.
Yep.
And so if people are unaware of what a blockchain is, you gotta Google that. You gotta click the link in Matt's bio. I don't know what you gotta do.
I'll link something.
You have to figure out what blockchain is. But the long and short of it is, it's a digital ledger that essentially keeps track of transactions.
Yep.
It is encrypted, and so it is immutable. It just won't change, and so it's just, you can't mess with it.
Yep.
And there's many reasons why, but that's not what this is all about. So the creator places a digital asset into a marketplace. The marketplace may require the creator to mint, or may require the collector to mint. So if I go to a marketplace and take my photography, my digital photography, and I place it in the marketplace, and it says that the collector will mint, then I just simply upload my art there, wait for someone to come by who wants to purchase that photo, and when they purchase that photo, they also then will need to pay what's called a gas fee.
Yeah.
And that's typically on the Ethereum blockchain. The gas fees are kind of high right now. So they could be anywhere from $50 to $250, sometimes $300. But that gas fee is what then the collector will need to pay from their cryptocurrency wallet in order for that digital asset that I place there into the marketplace to be added to the blockchain.
Yep.
So that processing, it's essentially a processing fee.
Yep.
And so that would then be the responsibility of the collector from that particular marketplace. Once that collector has paid the gas fee and completed the purchase, that NFT is now minted.
Right.
It is now placed onto the blockchain.
Yep.
And then the collector can keep that NFT in their wallet. They can post it back into the marketplace and try to flip it to make profit, which is what a lot of people do.
Yep.
They can hold on to it forever.
Yep.
They can hold on to it for 3 months and see, how that artist's collectibles go.
Yep.
Then post it. There's many different things that person can do.
Totally.
But essentially, it is in that person's name now until it transfers ownership to someone else.
Yep.
When it transfers ownership to someone else, it then will also be placed and minted, if you will. I guess, I don't know if it's called minted at that point. Like a remint, I'm not sure. But the bottom line is that transfer is going to be updated, transacted into the blockchain, and then the new owner's name, or their wallet technically, their new owner's wallet, and that digital asset will now be associated together, and that will be the new verifiable ownership.
Well, because I've seen on OpenSea they have the previous owners for some
exactly.
of it, and it lists it right there public.
Exactly.
So you know exactly who owned this before.
Exactly. Yeah.
And what it sold for.
Exactly.
So
what the transaction
started. And,
Yeah. Now sometimes they don't list the transaction price because it could just be a simple trade. Because once you have a wallet, just like a physical wallet, I mean, I can receive money from you, I can give you money, or I can just simply just trade. I can just give something away, and there was no money involved. There was no money involved at all. It's just like, hey, I have this phone. Here you go, Matt. And so that wouldn't have a record of any crypto transaction because it was just a trade, or a transfer.
Gotcha. Actually,
transfer is the better word, not trade.
Gotcha. Any resources you can point to for continuing education on NFTs?
Yeah. So the best resource right now that I can point to for continuing education on NFTs is to get a Twitter account if you don't already have one, and start tuning into Twitter Spaces. So for those who may not be familiar or aware of what Twitter Spaces is, it's essentially the Twitter's version of Clubhouse. So it's an open forum place where people can listen to audio conversations that are live in real time. And so you can request to be a speaker or to step up on stage, but you will start that space muted and you'll just listen. And these Twitter spaces, by the way, in the Twitter app, it's the icon on the very bottom, center bottom of your screen. It's 4 little circles. Just click it, type NFT in the search bar, and off you go. So the bottom line is that these conversations are literally happening 24/7, 365 at this moment.
Yep.
Everyone's talking about NFTs.
Yep.
And you may find a space with 11 people. You may find a space with 6,000 people. I was in a space the other night that was hosted by Snoop Dogg, and it was talking about NFTs. There was thousands of people in that space.
Name?
Algorithm, which is nuts, but for many reasons. Maybe we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But the spaces are just regular people. They're professional NFT collectors. They're professional NFT creators. There are people who are trying to learn, like me.
Yep.
There are people who are advanced, who've been in the NFT space for well close to a year or over a year.
Yeah.
There are crypto enthusiasts. There's crypto professionals.
So much diversification.
There's tons of diversification.
Yep.
And they're all having a conversation about non-fungible tokens, about cryptocurrency, about the metaverse, about all of these kinds of things. I mean, so far I've learned about copyright. Like, that's a big topic in the NFT space. Right now, what's very hot is NFT photography. So as a photographer, I'm super interested in that because I want to learn the best way to present my work out there as well as a photographer, as an NFT artist. And so the best place for that continuing education are these Twitter spaces. So what I do is I just put in my AirPods and I go for my daily walk or every other daily walk.
Yep.
And I just listen to these spaces.
Drives.
When I'm driving, literally, when I'm shopping.
That's a lot of time.
I mean, honestly, it's like when I'm laying down to go to sleep, I have on a space and I'm just like listening.
Instead of music, you're replacing it with that.
Exactly, because it's informative, it's educational, it's welcoming. I also, there's a button on the bottom left once you enter a space, it's a microphone and you can hit request.
Oh,
and so the host, that's right, the host of the show will see that and they can let you step up onto the stage, and then you can actually participate in the conversation and ask honest questions. Don't ever fear being naive. Don't fear that you're going to be made fun of or ridiculed or misunderstood.
This space is so new that how could you?
Exactly,
Right.
and that's the cool thing about it is that because it's so new, now's the time to enter in. Now's the time to get in because you want to be one of those early adopters. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere.
Nope.
And so get educated. But then once you get educated, be a contributor. Like help other people as well to understand. But I would say, of course you can Google it. Of course you can look at YouTube. And I've done all of those things. But the question was, what's the best place for continuing education? And as of right now, today, I would say Twitter Spaces.
Twitter.
Yeah, that's where it's at. You have to be, if you're interested in NFTs, you have to get away from Instagram.
Yep.
Like I'm an Instagrammer, and that's been my bread and butter for the past 5 years, by way of photography, building a community there, gaining commercial work, all of those kinds of things. That has happened in Instagram, but Instagram is not the place for the NFT community, for the NFT conversations. You'll find things in Instagram, but Twitter is the actual ecosystem of NFT. It's where like everyone is swimming and floating and figuring things out.
I still need to check it out. You told me about it a couple
You
days
got to get
ago,
on Twitter.
So I still need to get on
there.
I can't even remember the last time I logged into Twitter.
You have to get on Twitter. If you're really curious and if you really want to learn and actually get involved in the space, you have to be on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then also from Twitter, then it kind of goes in different layers. I mean, and so a lot of people have created Discords. And
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
And that goes into what we're going to talk about later in the metaverse.
Yeah.
And how that ties into NFTs
yeah.
too.
So
there's a lot of conversations happening there.
A lot of conversations. And I just want to say one more thing on this topic is that the continuing education, what I've found is that Twitter really is a community place.
Yeah.
So it's about being a part of a community, being influenced and being influential, receiving and giving, promoting yourself, but promoting other people.
Yep.
It's all about it's symbiotic. It's just a true community environment, and there is a very warm and embracing community that's involved with Twitter. But just a word of caution, and this is for real, there's also the trolls.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also the bad actors. And so already as I'm learning more about NFTs and as I'm conversating with people and listening and learning, I'm also hearing a lot about scams.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hearing a lot about people's wallets being emptied, thousands of dollars being stolen from them, because people that are in this space are also very tech savvy.
Oh, yeah. Well, and if you think about it, when you have the wallet, you have your recovery phrase,
Yeah.
And so that's why they say write it down.
Yeah.
Don't save it on your computer, do any auto saves, whatever, because you get hacked and your wallet's gone.
You're done. You have to protect your recovery phrase, and that might be a topic in and of itself.
Yeah.
Like, how do you set up a wallet, or what is a crypto wallet?
You lose that, and you're never getting that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wallet back.
Yeah. So that wallet discussion is a discussion in and of itself as well.
Yeah.
So.
But going into what you were talking about earlier with your photography, one of the other questions we have is how can you make money with NFTs via your photography?
So the way to make money via NFTs and photography is essentially placing your photos into NFT marketplaces and having collectors pick them up. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yep.
The NFT space, although we're early and we are early adopters, there's tons of photographers.
Oh, yeah.
And there's tons of digital artists, and there's tons of creatives, and there's tons of, and you have all of these people who for years, I mean, I've been shooting photography since 2010. I've been shooting photography professionally, which is for money, since 2011. Yep. So 10 years into it. And before that, I've been a lifelong artist. And so there's all these people out there who have a lot of work,
huge portfolios,
a lot of time and energy and everything invested in what they're doing. And now this opportunity to be recognized, not just cashing out. I mean, you want to get paid because, man, if you can fuel a full-time experience creating by the sale of your NFTs, why wouldn't you want to do that? You could be freed up to be the creative that you've been for the past 20 years, but you had to supplement. You couldn't just freely devote yourself to it. So it's like a very freeing opportunity, but it is a great way to make money as a photographer. But I think that you have to position yourself correctly. Yeah. And I really believe that it comes down to having a community around you. Like, and what I mean community, I don't mean like, oh yeah, kicking it with homies and like, you know what I mean? Yeah, what you gonna do when you watch the game at my house? Like not necessarily that kind of a community, but like everything in this world, if you will, a brand, a company, an organization, an artist, there is a community that follows that brand, that company, organization, or artist. They surround them.
They're loyal to it.
They like it. Yep. They understand its story. They understand what it's about, what it's trying to do. They know some facts, maybe some personal facts, maybe whatever. Yep. And they are invested in it. Mm-hmm. And so when the opportunity comes to truly get invested with that brand, that company, organization, or artist, athlete, whatever it might be, they're going to want to take that opportunity. So I've been reading a lot of things have been happening recently in the NFT photography space. A lot of traction because whales have come in and started to purchase stuff. A lot of actually has been happening in the photography space recently. A lot of big investors have been coming in and adding to their collections. But they've also been explaining some of their philosophy or approach to collection of photography in the NFT space. And one of my key takeaways is the word scarcity.
Oh, yeah.
So if all you do is flood the marketplace with all of your photography that you've taken for the past 10, 15 years, it's not scarce. It doesn't matter if it's the most incredible shot, most incredible condition. You have 50 other photos that are also incredible, also wonderful. And I think, and that's something that I've just been mulling over myself and trying to wrap my mind around how I want to approach releasing my photography, my art to the world. But I think the word scarcity and what that means and what that entails and what that demands from my presentation or offering of art will need to be significantly considered. Like, I will have to make some decisions about my art. And in that way, I think what you do is you make it collectible.
Yeah.
You make it so that people want to, they already like what you do. They already like who you are. They already like you as an artist, and they love your work.
Yep.
But this also then creates an opportunity for people to collect your work.
There's going to be more of an intention behind your work.
That's right.
You're going to be doing it for a certain shot or a certain collection that you want people to own. That might be different than anything you've ever done before.
Right.
And it might be, something incredible.
Yeah. And that's what I'm kind of like mulling over, because it's because as an Instagrammer, I want to basically put up a shot a day. Or every other day, or as much as I can.
Get as many viewers as I can.
And you want to build that. But with the idea of scarcity, that might change the narrative, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yep.
Because there are many times when I'm in nature and I'm out there taking photos that capture my attention, and I have to take a picture of it. But those are far less frequent than the number of days in a month.
Yeah.
So I may have one moment like that, but I feel obligated or driven currently to post 20 out of the 30 days. Well, then you're not really actually conveying your honed in, refined, captivating moment. You're just pumping out content. So it's a big shift.
Yeah, it's like going to Yosemite and you're getting... You want to get Half Dome, but you're taking a lot of beautiful pictures of the road and the leaves. Like, you have a lot of pictures, but the Holy Grand is Half Dome.
It's that in that one moment.
Yeah.
So that's just, and I don't know where I stand with that yet.
Yeah.
We're just having fun.
Yeah.
We're just talking, and like we're just trying to figure this thing out. We're early, and so we have some luxury to have these conversations and just try to figure things out. You know what I mean?
Yep. Okay, so the next question is, if Ethereum is how you purchase NFTs, it has to just keep growing, right?
I'm going to say yes. For those NFTs that were and that are purchased by the Ether, then I do believe it's going to keep growing, because I believe in the Ethereum project.
Yep.
I am a crypto enthusiast. I'm not a hardcore crypto investor. I do have my investments. I have friends who are far more invested than I am, and they do very well with cryptocurrency. I got into it back in January of 2021, and it's been incredible. I've made investments on behalf of my kids, actually into Ethereum.
Yep.
And that investment has gone very well.
Oh yeah, I remember when you were telling me that you were doing that.
Yeah, exactly. It was a great decision. I wish I would have invested the same amount into my own wallet. So my kids are just balling out of control, and I'm like barely keeping up.
Little Levi.
Yeah, exactly. So my kids are balling out of control, and I'm barely catching up. But it's okay. So I do believe in the longevity of cryptocurrency. There ain't no turning back.
Yeah.
It's here to stay.
Yep.
And so with that question, if I'm understanding that question correctly, if ETH is doing this and it's making its way up, and ETH is what's connected to your art, your photography,
Yeah.
then yes, then your art automatically rides that wave. So if someone purchased your NFT, your photo NFT back in March of 2021 for 1 ETH, then they purchased it for around $1,750, $1,800 in fiat currency, in cash money. Today, that same 1 ETH is worth, I think it's at 46 right now.
Yeah,
actually, it's
like
climbing.
Yeah.
So
that in turn allows them to go and purchase NFTs.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. Because then that person now has that one ether.
Yep.
And so that ether is now more than doubled.
Yep.
And so that's the whole thing about the ecosystem of this thing as well. Now we're kind of going to a different topic, but it's an awesome topic, which is that now allows an artist to reinvest back into other artists.
Oh, yeah.
And so I see a lot of photographers who have been successful with NFT sales do that literal exact thing.
That's awesome.
They're taking these and they're doing pretty well. They've done pretty well with their sales, but they've taken that money and they're redistributing it.
Yep.
And they're putting it back out there to other artists and helping to just, benefit others and not just be greedy and hoard it. Yep. So, but to get back to the question, I do believe the Ethereum project is incredible. I think it's a great cryptocurrency to invest in. I think that if a person invests in Ethereum today, it's not the same price that I got it back in January or that I purchased some back in March. It's not the same price, but you're still early.
Oh, yeah.
Think about Ethereum 10 years from now.
Oh, and yeah.
If you don't get into Ethereum today, 10 years from now, you will regret it. Yep. It's not even a doubt.
Yep.
Not even a doubt. You're going to regret it.
Yeah.
And with that being said,
I already regret it.
You already regret it.
Because I remember looking at Bitcoin back in 2016.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
I remember looking at it was $500.
Exactly.
And I looked at Dogecoin too. I was like, oh, what is this? What is this crypto thing? And then I remember it spiked like a few months after that. It spiked to like 19,000.
Yeah.
And then it crashed. And so like the last couple of years, I was like, whatever, crypto.
Yeah.
And then last year, just boom,
2020,
back to it. And now it's all over.
Yeah, now it's all over.
And
now it's here, and you have some trends to follow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but there's definitely. Now again, your photography, depending on what marketplace you put your NFT, your photo.
Yeah.
And depending on what cryptocurrency you list it under, different story.
Yeah.
So
Might
Tezos, so Tezos is. Right now, the buzz, what I'm hearing and learning, is that Tezos is a nice alternative to Ethereum. Not simply, but one of the main reasons being because it costs less to mint. In other words, the gas fee is almost like nothing. It's significantly low.
Yeah.
So for that, in that way, Tezos is being seen as desirable. But I'm not personally as bullish on the Tezos token.
Yeah.
The cryptocurrency of Tezos.
That might not be going.
What's the future of Tezos? I don't know. Now if 100 million photographers or 100 million pieces of NFT photography were placed on the Tezos blockchain, then I would be more bullish actually, and there's a direct correlation I think between the utility of the token and the value or even perceived value of the token. So if 100 million pieces of NFT photography were placed into a Tezos market today, then I would just have to believe that I would need to become bullish on Tezos as a cryptocurrency investor.
Yep. It kind of reminds me of like Amazon, like making things cheaper because people, Amazon didn't start out as the big dog.
Right.
And once it became cheaper and 2-day free shipping, people hopped on board. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the same thing. If
Yeah.
you can make it cheaper and build that value, eventually it might.
Eventually, yeah. Exactly. And so, yeah, if that were to happen to Tezos, then I would be far more bullish on Tezos, and I would be probably far more inclined to list my NFT photography in the Tezos blockchain. You know what I mean? Using Tezos cryptocurrency.
Yep.
But right now, I know that gas prices for Ethereum are high and ridiculously high.
Yeah.
But I just think a better day is coming, especially with the ETH 2.0 project. And so hopefully those gas fees will subside.
Yeah.
You know.
How did you make your NFT? What programs do you use and trust? List all, please.
Yeah. So back in March of 2021, I actually listed my first 3 photos for purchase as NFTs. And back then, I got into it in all the wrong ways. I did education the best I could using Instagram. That was fatal mistake number 1. Instagram, again, is not the NFT community. People had no clue what I was talking about. Why would they go and invest in my art using a technology or method that is absolutely foreign? It didn't make any sense. I did it, lesson learned. But I used a site called Bitski back then. Bitski actually allows you to pay in fiat, so you can use your credit card or debit card to purchase it, and on the back end, they convert it into the Ethereum blockchain.
Right, yeah.
But you also have to be responsible as a collector to pay the gas fee to do so.
Yep.
Okay.
I think OpenSea does the same thing as well.
Yeah.
I only know of OpenSea at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of Bitski too.
So Bitski was the one that I used prior. So I haven't yet released a new piece for purchase. I am building towards that.
Nice.
So that's going to be happening in the future, but I'm not going to say like by next week. I'm not rushing it.
Do you have any hints on what that is?
It'll be an awesome photo. So it'll be a dope photo.
Yeah.
But I don't want to approach it in the same way, kind of hurried.
Yeah.
Kind of rushing into it, trying to see what it's all about, what would happen. And so this way I'm going to be more methodical. But to answer the question, you have Rarible, you have OpenSea, you have Foundation. So these are some very popular marketplaces in which to list your NFT photography.
Yep.
So I would say probably start with OpenSea. It doesn't take anything to do so except setting up a crypto wallet if you don't already have one. You can choose, for OpenSea, you can choose Trust Wallet, I believe. You could choose
MetaMask.
Yep. You can choose Coinbase Wallet.
Yep.
And what you'll need to do is you'll need to set up a MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, or Trust Wallet. I think there's a 4th option. I can't recall what it is. And Google that. Simply Google it. Watch a couple YouTube videos to understand what that even means.
Yep.
But once you have a wallet and you go to OpenSea.io, it will ask you to connect your wallet to it.
Yep.
So connect your wallet to it, and then now you're in the environment where you can explore, where you can purchase an NFT, where you can trade, where you can sell, all of that.
Yep.
So that is secure, that's safe, but again, you have to study up on security, and you have to be leery and cautious of people who are sending you DMs. So like on Twitter, on Instagram, anywhere where someone can message you, don't click links that you don't know, or that you don't know where the link is from.
Yep.
Don't just trust people. If it sounds too good to be true, like if they're giving you an offer, like we're going to give you $5,000 worth of this token, or if we're going to make sure that you sell this amount of stuff, click here to find out more, whatever. Just if it sounds too good to be true, it is. So just don't click the links. Yep. You don't want to ever give away your recovery phrase. To that, and a recovery phrase is connected to your wallet.
Yep.
If you lose it, you can't get back in to your wallet.
Nope.
And so it's gone. So you just want to learn about this stuff before you jump in.
Yep.
Take some time to educate yourself, ask questions, go onto Twitter, listen to Spaces. But those are what I believe are some good wallets and what I believe are some good marketplaces. Now, for Foundation and Super Rare or Rareable, those places are more exclusive. Like for Foundation, you have to receive an invitation link. And that invitation link has to come from someone who has sold something on Foundation.
Oh, wow. Very exclusive. Yeah.
And then, but Rareable is even more difficult because you have to apply. Oh, wow. And you have to be vetted, and then you're let in. Mm-hmm. So I'm not on that platform, but I am on Foundation, and I'm on OpenSea under Glenn Lee Robinson, and so these are the marketplaces where I'm going to start when I'm ready to release my photography as NFTs. These are the marketplaces where I will personally use to begin that.
The last question in the crypto NFT space, what is your investment strategy like, and how are you divvying up your portfolio?
So my investment strategy it's pretty straightforward at this point. Again, I'm a crypto enthusiast. I'm not a professional. I don't offer financial advice, anything like that. I identify, I look at the trends, I identify coins that are interesting to me. I do try to read about their utility, like what would this be used for? What's the purpose of this coin? Why could it be useful in the future? And then as I do work, and I'm a photographer, so I get paid. And so I take some of that money and I make my investments into cryptocurrency. And so all of my investments don't go into cryptocurrency, but some do. And so I don't have like a hardcore investment strategy. I think the best thing is, for me, and I'm different, but for me, my approach has been to identify currencies that I like, projects that I like, and make an investment into it, and increase that investment as I'm able to. But knowing that I'm really not going to touch that money for probably another 5 years. So I'm not,
at least,
I am not the day trader cryptocurrency person. Mm-hmm. And I have friends who are and who do well. They make a lot of money doing that. They're very intuitive. They have great instincts. They study and they research. They connect the dots. They just know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's not my approach. Because I don't have time to do all that kind of stuff. So I identify currencies that I like or projects that I like, invest in it, and basically say, okay, so then in 5 years, let's see what's up. Let's see where it's going. And I have a couple right now. Like, as much as I can, I think my strategy right now is to build up I want to build up my Ethereum portfolio. So I'm just going to keep investing in Ethereum.
Yep.
And of course, I have some in Bitcoin and stuff like that. But also what's been catching my eye is Polkadot. So I kind of want to continue to build my Polkadot investment. So that's DOT, Ethereum is ETH, ETH. And those are kind of the ones, but also Solana, like you can't really get away from it. Back months ago, I called it, like it was at $15 and I was telling my friend to get into it.
Yeah.
And what is it at now? Like 150, 100 and something like, I mean, it's just, wow. I mean, that would have been an investment.
Yeah.
I called it, I was studying it, I just didn't take the leap. My friend did, and it paid off.
Wow.
So, but also that does lead me to another point as far as strategy is concerned, and that is to buy the dip. So the market in cryptocurrency is volatile.
Yep.
It goes up, it goes down. Just as fast as it went up, it's going down.
Yep.
But my mindset on the cryptocurrency market is this. If you identify a good project, a good coin that you like, you feel there's utility, and there's a little bit of track record on that coin. Again, it's very volatile.
Yep.
My thinking is this. Today's high will be tomorrow's low. Mm-hmm. If you stay in it long enough, today's high will be tomorrow's low. And so basically, even if you feel that you're late and like, dang it, man, like you got in an ETH when it was $1,000 But now it's 4,600. Yeah, but today's high shall be tomorrow's low.
Yeah.
Give it 5 years. So if you get onto ETH now at 46, and in 5 years it's worth 25 or 50, is that a good investment? I'm not a financial advisor, but for me, that's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
Even if I can't pony up 4,600, if I put something on it, that percentage of increase over 5 years is going to outperform most any other kind of investment you can do.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm very much a crypto enthusiast. My strategy is very simple. I mean, so again, but don't look to me as like guiding.
Yeah.
These are just my thoughts about how I approach it. Yeah. And what I'm excited about.
Especially with all the inflation going on recently.
Yeah.
Better than living in a savings account, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of that money is going to be in a year or two is going to be worth a lot more than if you had it in a savings account.
Yeah, because so your money sitting in a savings account. Now there is risk though.
Well, yeah.
In crypto. So you can have your 20,000 in your savings account and it's devalued because of inflation. But you still have something that says 1,000 at the end of that sentence.
Yeah.
You put it in crypto, you can get wiped out.
Yeah.
And so then that's
it's just a matter of having that security blanket.
Yeah.
If you have that security blanket, anything after that, invest how you please.
Right.
But crypto's the way to go.
And that's what the person was asking, like, how do you diversify? So I think that's a key word.
Yeah.
So don't put all your eggs into the crypto basket. Don't put all your eggs into the NFT basket. By the way, NFT is another great way to invest. Don't put all your eggs in any kind of basket, but definitely diversify and find the way that makes the most sense for you where you're at.
Well, and that goes into our next topic, which is the Metaverse. And there's a couple stocks that I'm actually invested in right now in the Metaverse, and that is Roblox and Matterport. And Matterport, I use that for real estate. So basically Matterport is capturing these 3D spaces.
Right.
And with Metaverse, they're going to be using that for the future and kind of creating this digital world.
Makes sense.
So
same kind of similar tech to like the Google car. That drives around for maps, or the Apple car, or any kind of like 360 technology, right? Same kind of idea.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you're talking about the Metaverse, we're talking about Web3. So World Wide Web, OG Web, like AskJeeves.com, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Juno accounts, Hotmail account, like that's web,
MySpace.
Worldwide. No, actually, not even MySpace. I'm just straight up Ask Jeeves. You know what I mean? Jeeves, where can I fix my rotary telephone? Jeeves, where can I get a new bag for my vacuum cleaner? Like Ask Jeeves, where can I buy a book? Amazon. That's web. That was the World Wide Web. Web 2.0. was the social experiment, which is what we're in right now, but it really does feel like we're over the hill with it. The social experiment, connecting people, harnessing broadband connections, Wi-Fi, faster servers, faster routers, technology, phones, the iPhone, everything then you have your MySpace actually. MySpace starting on the desktop as like the predecessor to it, right? And then migrating to Facebook, which also was more on the desktop, and then they released the Facebook mobile app. Dang, you can be connected. And then you got your Twitter, then you have your Instagram, then you have all of the now TikTok. I mean, you have Snap.
All these
you have all of these apps of the social experiment. But then moving into the Web3 is the Metaverse. The Metaverse, the Ready Player One, put on your goggles, wear your haptic bodysuit, get ready to see, hear, and feel this digital world and live in it. And that's Web3. And NFTs have a part in Web3. Cryptocurrency, blockchain technology have a critical part in Web3. All of these other things that we're talking about and we're seeing that are developing in the world are moving towards Web3, the Metaverse.
Yep.
And it's a crazy topic and it's a crazy thought. And really, these companies like Matterport, you were saying that Matterport, you own stock in Matterport. And I asked, well, do they also have a crypto? And they don't. Why not?
Yeah.
Why aren't they trying to understand and leverage their position in creating virtual 3D worlds, which is what they do for a business, and correlate that into cryptocurrency, the port token or the matter token or whatever it is, right? And then also integrating and figuring out a way to utilize the NFT as well.
Yep.
As a token, as a gateway, as something incentivized within their world that you can purchase. Now, you were telling me that you actually are getting in on Metaverse cryptocurrency, right? Gala?
Gala, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, tell me about that, because that's something that I'm not even up on, and I want to learn.
So I just started looking at this this website yesterday. It's called Townstar.
You mean it's that new? It's yesterday new?
Pretty much.
That new, okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, everything is new. It is.
I actually started following one of my old coworkers.
Okay.
He owned the construction company, and he got into Amazon dropshipping, and now he's like now into crypto hardcore. And so he posted something about Townstar the other day, and so I started looking at it. And basically, it's this online game.
Okay.
Where it's actually created by the creators of Farmville and Words with Friends.
Okay.
And so it kind of reminds me of Farmville. So you basically go into this game, and you have this world. You pick a plot inside the world, and you start building. And you basically build tokens each day. But to earn actual money, you have to purchase NFTs and place it inside your plot, and that allows you to earn tokens toward their Townstar crypto, and so you can earn that on a daily basis. But to be able to earn that money, you have to purchase NFTs.
And
it gives it that value inside your world. It's crazy. I'm just starting to learn it, but
it kind of unlocks value.
Yeah.
So you already have this this farmland or whatever.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's pointless unless you have NFTs.
And then NFTs
producing that value.
So you have to convert your fiat money, your actual real cash, or
so you have to
your
purchase
real money,
Gala.
Convert it to Gala, or do you just purchase it in game?
No, you have to connect your wallet.
Okay.
So you purchase Gala.
Okay.
And
so now it's crypto.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now it's on the Ethereum blockchain. Yep. Then you purchase these NFTs with Gala.
Yes.
And then you place it in the game. So like some of the NFTs that you can buy is like one of them's like a grape storage or something. So you basically are producing grapes in this game.
Yeah.
It stores it, but that NFT is giving you value. And
how does it give you value though? What does it do? When you have the NFT, what does it do in your plot of land?
Nothing. It's just...
So you mentioned earlier that it creates actually more Gala coins or tokens.
Well, so you have daily objectives that you have to do. So basically, you have to earn, I think it's 1,000 town stars or something.
Okay.
And then whatever that NFT value gives you, you earn in the Townstar crypto.
Okay.
So say you purchase this NFT, whatever the cost is in Gala, you put it into your plot. It might give you a value of, say, 15 Townstar a day that you can earn.
Okay. So and Townstar is a cryptocurrency.
Yes.
On the exchange or on a exchange.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yeah. So when you earn that every day, you can then go into your portfolio and use that to purchase more NFTs.
Yeah.
And so that's what people are doing is they're using one NFT to earn money and they go and reinvesting into the game. And so some of these players have just crazy amount of NFTs in value that they're making thousands of dollars a day.
Now here's the thing, and this is the key for all of everyone who's watching this. If they've lasted this long, this is probably the cash money point, and I'm learning from it, and it just clicked. The difference between spending, let's say, $20 in cash money on your credit card and buying your kid some cool skins in Roblox.
Yeah.
And what you're talking about is the skin in Roblox or the jersey and the shoes in 2K or whatever you're spending real money on, that will produce no actual money back to you.
Oh, yeah. No.
But what you're saying is, and it just clicked and I understand it completely, and now I'm going to get involved in it, is when you purchase the NFT, when you get into this game that's based on a cryptocurrency, they have their own currency, which is on an actual marketplace, which actually can convert back out into this world for fiat money.
Yeah. Yep.
And if that coin, by the way, if that currency happens to, in this world, be valued higher, then guess what?
Well,
you're actually going to be making profit by spending. So it's actually an investment. When you purchase an NFT and that NFT unlocks the capability for you to make more of those coins, that cryptocurrency, and that cryptocurrency is actually increasing in value in the market, and you can cash out and you actually make more money than what you put in. That's ingenious.
I checked today. I was watching a video. Townstar, this cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
November 11th, 2021. It was 27 cents.
Okay. What's
it now?
Today,
I checked, it's $1.80.
Oh my gosh.
3 weeks.
So
3 weeks.
So 27 cents to $1.80. So if you would have put $1,000 on that currency. Now here's the deal, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm hearing is if you put $1,000, you can go into any exchange, crypto exchange, and purchase Townstar. Is that what it's called, the cryptocurrency?
I don't believe that it's that easy to purchase.
Like, do you have to go to like a swap exchange, like Uniswap or PancakeSwap or some Sushi Swap, anything?
So. Yeah, I think you can do it through Uniswap.
Yeah, but you still have your wallet.
Yeah.
And you connect your wallet to an exchange.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
And then it's not like Coinbase where you can just like go in and buy Ethereum.
Exactly.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
You have to go to an exchange.
Yes.
They're going to take a penny, by the way, for themselves. That's how they make money too.
Yep.
But you go into the exchange and you convert, and then you buy that, right? Is it called Townstar? Is that what it's called?
Townstar, yeah.
So you buy Townstar. Now you can do that as your hustle.
Yep.
And you just sit around and wait and hope and pray that Townstar increases in value, and then you put $1,000 in, and now you can pull out $1,500. So you made $500.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is you can take $1,000, get the Townstar currency, go into the game, the Metaverse, the world, the other world, use that $1,000 worth of Townstar, purchase NFTs, place it on plots of land,
make money,
allow those NFTs to generate more Townstar coins, and then cash out with $3,500 in the real world. Is that what you're talking about?
And your NFT is still making you money.
And they're still making money. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's the point of this video.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything else I just said doesn't matter because I'm going to go do crypto gaming now. That's what it is?
Yeah. Yes. That's what he was like.
I never understood it.
That's why he literally posted on his story today. He's like, if you know, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. I was like,
someone bought a cow.
Yeah.
Someone bought a cow for, was it 2.6 million?
Yeah, he was showing me. They bought it for.
It was million. It was $1 million.
He said it. Oh, maybe. I don't know. The one he posted was somebody bought it for 4 Ethereum, and I think it's worth $100,000 now. Like, I don't know when they bought it, but the cool thing is that these NFTs, there's only a limited amount too.
Okay.
So there's a bunch that are sold out right now
right.
when I was looking, but then there's a few that, like, it says like 100 left or whatever. So, if the game.
What's this game called?
Townstar.
Are you in it? Like, are you doing it?
I mean,
Are you in the game, or did you just get the coin?
I checked it out this morning.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was playing it this morning.
Oh my gosh!
But I haven't purchased an NFT yet because I'm still researching. So I want to make sure that I do it right.
Dude, this makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So then now
they say it, and it's so right now season 1 is free. I think when going into season 2 you have to have a season pass. So I don't know what they're gonna charge or whatever. Right now it's play to earn is what they say.
Play to earn. That's the whole. you actually generate money.
Yeah.
And then the more people you can get to play the game, and then all of a sudden like certain items become scarce.
Yep.
And people are gonna want that. So they're probably gonna pay more money, fiat money, in order to have enough Townstar coins to purchase those kinds of things. So all of a sudden you have like a $5 billion investment in a metaverse play to earn game.
Oh yeah.
Which then on the outside world, this world here, means in the markets that cryptocurrency is actually increasing in value.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Because more people want it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the key would be to have the best game. With the most, oh my God.
Well, and these are the creators of Farmville and Words with Friends, and I'm sure Words with Friends is one of the most iconic, apps
Everyone knows Words with Friends.
ever created.
Yeah. Dude.
So I have a feeling they kind of know what they're doing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So this is why they're talking about NFTs being the gateway to the metaverse.
Yep. So anyway, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have any final thoughts? Anything you wanna leave with the viewers?
Yeah. I just need all of you to know that you are not too late. We are all early. Right now, we are early. Be an early adopter. Do your research. Start looking this stuff up.
Yep.
If you don't have Twitter, get a Twitter account. If you have it and it's been collecting dust, then just dust off the Twitter account and start going to Twitter Spaces ASAP. Start learning, start understanding. Keep your guard up because there are bad actors that were going to try to exploit you, just like in any arena of life.
Yep.
But don't let that fear or whatever keep you back, hold you back. Be smart, educate yourself, move forward with confidence. Be willing to take some risk, because I really think that right now, at this juncture of life that we're in the world, we're at a turning point. Metaverse? This is crazy. Metaverse?
I didn't really know until Mark Zuckerberg just changed the name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's it's like a signal fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That the change is coming.
Yeah. Like you wouldn't do that unless...
Yeah, exactly. The change is coming.
Yeah.
So get involved. You're still early. Be smart. And if you do have a Twitter or you get one, make sure you follow me, Glenn Lee Rob on Twitter. I'm Glenn Lee Robinson on Instagram, but the conversation and the community is happening on Twitter. So Glenn Lee Rob on Twitter, you'll see my profile picture. It's just a camera head.
Yep.
It's a camera head NFT. That I purchased to support another artist, and it's just kind of cool because it represents who I am. It's just it's a cool community move there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But
I'm
check
excited.
it out.
I'm gonna get on.
And keep following Matt, because Matt is one of the most successful young entrepreneurs that you'll meet. He's smart, he's educated, he's passionate, and he's driven to succeed. And so stay tuned to this this YouTube channel.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot more to come.
Subscribe.
We'll probably have an update at some point.
Yeah. Part 2.
Yeah.
You got to do a part 2. So subscribe and comment and like it and share it with your friends. Yeah. And let's get Matt some traction also.
He just said my closing line, so
boom!
Thanks, guys.